Hey gang, Dr. Harvey. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about the neurobiology of attentional focus. Attentional focus, also known as mindfulness training or open focus technique. Attentional focus is something that I use in my psychotherapy private practice, and it's proven to be pretty beneficial for my patients. I get a lot of questions about it, and so I thought I'd just touch on it today, maybe very briefly, but spark a little interest. So I'm going to use a visual that I'm borrowing from Dan Siegel from his Mindsight book. And basically, if this is your brain, this is your brain stem. This then is your primitive reptilian brain, where you have that fight, flight, freeze response we've all heard of. This area here is going to be your limbic system. This is representing your amygdala and your hippocampus, and this is going to be responsible for emotional memory, emotional interpretation. This area combined, basically your emotional center. When we add this part, this is representing your frontal lobe, your executive processing, what allows us to plan and execute behaviors. So when we're operating here, we can think about things we want to do and do them. When we flip our lid or lose our temper or become emotionally dysregulated, we actually flip that lid. We're now being controlled by our emotional center. This is when we have anxiety and we freeze. When we have rage and we feel like punching someone. Hopefully we don't, but maybe we feel like it. You actually have that visceral reaction, right? You're switching over to a different nervous system. When that executive processing is in place, you can go back and regulate yourself and better control those responses rather than feeling dictated or compelled to react and respond. So what we're doing in psychotherapy with attentional focus is we're creating neural connections and strengthening the neural connections that are there. By practicing over and over these techniques, we strengthen that myelin sheath, that outer layer around your neurons, so that we have a faster connection time between this executive processing and this emotional processing. That way you don't feel compelled to behave, but rather you can take that momentary pause and you can make a decision about what you'd rather do. So helpful with anxiety, so helpful with insomnia. If you can learn to calm your mind and relax, you can drift into restful sleep. Also helpful for pain management. If you can, sort of a paradoxical approach, but if you can keep from fixating on the pain and sort of relax into it and almost embrace it, you become less overwhelmed by the experience of the pain. So there's a lot of benefits to this, and like I said, this is just the tip of the iceberg. So hopefully that you guys will go out there and read more about it. You'll look into it more. Maybe if you're working in therapy or looking for a therapist, you can find someone that works in this arena. It's very helpful, it's very successful, and I hope you guys got some information out of this. So I look forward to talking to you guys again. Please shoot me your questions. All right, bye-bye.